everyone, this is Garrett and this is Serious Sam 2. We are about to do level 33, Freezepad.
Man, it's cold.
Planet Sirius is protected by an impenetrable shield. Impenetrable even to our powers.
We need that cannon up and running to attack Sirius. Good luck.
To make omelette de fromage, break 2 eggs,
Slice the Bordeaux cheese in fine sheets.
heat the onions in a frying pan and add eggs. Add cheese and sprinkle with a dash of parsley.
And as you can see from the cutscene, it's cold, and that means it's gonna be different because there's a small gimmick here. If we don't find a warm place, we're gonna die. And as you can see, there's a bar in the middle of the screen that tells us how warm it is. And it's slowly going up. And the sides of the screen will have little snow effects, which look a bit weird when they pop up, due to the fact that this game was not really made for widescreen. And it, well, you can kind of see it already. It's a little bit vague right now, but it becomes worse the further that bar goes down, obviously. And I'm gonna hit a lot here. But the moment that the bar is completely full, you will start taking about 4 damage of health per second, and 4 health of damage, I suppose. And that's bad. So we can go into one of these. However, this spawns a bunch of stuff the moment we try to go outside again. Mostly orcs, honestly, but also a couple helicopters, which are kind of awkward to deal with while we're inside here. But fortunately, it's not too bad. Also, this entire level is slippery, which is pretty horrible, but it's pretty standard snow level attire, I suppose. Gonna try to not die at the start here, that's probably good. There's a bunch of boxes in this place. They contain pretty useful items overall. And there's actually a serious damage power-up in one of those boxes over there. I think it's that one, yeah. And I'll be grabbing that when we'll be moving on. First, I'm just going to take care of as much as possible before we do grab it. I'm probably going to go back into the furnace again in a second to fill up that bar of stuff, so I won't have to worry about the cold for a while, and I can just focus on destroying things. The minigun is just really useful here for just about everything we're going to be fighting, until pretty much the last battle, where it's actually kind of nice to have the sniper rifle that was in a secret area in the previous level. But we'll see that when we get to that. For now, I'm going to go back in here as part of the screen is obstructed by ice effects. Again, looks a little bit weird in widescreen, but the rest of the game looks a lot better in widescreen than it does in non-widescreen, so, you know, choices. I'm just going to throw a couple grenades in here to make sure I've destroyed everything. Never hurts to destroy a little bit more. I kind of want that one, though. Not sure why it was being a little bit difficult. There's also a extra life over there. There is some points just scattered around this place as well, like behind buildings and here and there and everywhere. Not really going to bother with that as per usual, but if you want to run around here for a while, there is stuff. I'm gonna hope there's nothing in there. Not actually sure about a lot of these things, but whatever. Either way, serious damage, really good here, because there's gonna be a lot of those turrets, and taking care of them very quickly is obviously a nice and safe thing to do. There's also a snowman that we destroyed previously. There was a 50 health power-up in there, which is what I just picked up, and why I'm not currently dying horribly. And again, we are just gonna focus on killing as much as possible. I think the moment we go into this thing, it's probably going to spawn a bunch of stuff again as well, but there's also another health power-up. And whatever she said, I completely agree with it. And as you can see, that serious damage power-up is just fantastic here. There's so much stuff, and you can just get rid of it, like, of so much of it with the serious damage. It was very useful, and it unfortunately kind of doesn't last long enough, because you kind of want to kill those guys as well. At least I did some damage, but something that wasn't entirely obvious from the previous level, because we were just in a vehicle for most of the time. Those guys have a lot of health, like a really large amount of health, and we'll be shooting at them for quite a while before they're actually dead. And I'm just going to stay over here for a while, mostly because there's still 2 more secrets to get. And they are quite nearby. And then there's also a third secret over there, but obviously we're gonna get secret 1 and 2 first before we do that. Pretty much reached the point where I started taking damage almost there, so I just went back in there for a little bit longer. This is a secret. I think there's usually a normal snowman in there, which you have to destroy to make that appear. Also, serious bomb, always useful of course. And there is actually a box on the other side of this thing over here. You can break it with a grenade. It's usually a little bit fiddly. And if your frame rate's high enough, that thing actually launches over the gate. If it's not, it doesn't. Like, back in the day, I made a video of this level as well, and that exact thing happened when computers were just not strong enough. With current day technology, you can actually pick up the points if you're not recording at a low frame rate like I am. But yeah, it's a bit silly, and I don't think they ever fixed that in the patch or anything either, so it's pretty weird. I think I'm just gonna use actually a cannon for this remaining guy. It takes 2 cannonballs to kill that dude as well. Like, they have so much health. Probably more than just about anything we've fought so far, honestly. At least on this planet. I mean, there's really not many enemies that take more than a single cannonball, and they are just about at half health the moment you hit them with the cannon at all. It's pretty crazy. But we are just gonna run into this place. This hangar is actually warm as well, so we don't have to worry about that mechanic. Unfortunately, a lot of enemies spawn here, so it does get a little bit hectic sometimes, and I took a little bit more damage there than I wanted to, obviously. And there is... well, there's an orc there, apparently. And I guess we might as well kill those before bad things happen. I'm going to destroy all those boxes, and eventually we're going to go to that shiny thing. But first, we're going to break all of this stuff, because I want to have all the power-ups. And we're going to go to this corner over here.
Secret area has been found.
There is a thing with a chicken on it, and at one time I had a clear skeleton run into this and just exploded, which not really sure why that happened, but it's a thing. But there's 2 buttons here. One has a chicken on it, and the other has a chicken with an eggs on it. And if you wait for a while, it spawns a chicken. And then you push the button, and that's it. There is one kind of amusing thing with this, which is kind of odd, and I'll need to make a quick save to show this off, because I'm gonna die. But if you stand over here and push the button and run backwards, you get thrown through the floor. You unfortunately die, which is kind of the downside of that, obviously. But, you know, it's a thing you can do. And you can also just shoot the chicken and they turn into a cooked chicken as per usual. And that's pretty adorable. But we're just gonna push this button. You can also walk all the way over there and then you'll have to run back because Triska will say, hey, you forgot to press the button. And you get a little cutscene of this thing right here, which has an actually really detailed looking keyboard. I've never actually looked at this before, but there you go. Let's press the button and we can see the elevator going down.
Elevator leading to the landing pad. Use it.
And her little text there gets cut off in a really weird way for some reason. Weird keyboard as well, very alphabetical. But we're not gonna focus on that anymore. We're gonna focus on all the stuff that's over here, because the moment you push that button, spawns a couple turrets on the buildings over there, which are just about incapable of hitting you, because most of their rockets are just gonna be hitting their, like, the ceiling of this building, and the ones that aren't are just usually gonna miss as long as you just move. So as long as you just don't stay in the same location all the time, you should be fine. Still gonna be a little bit cold, but in the elevator there's a couple of nice warm things on the right. And we're just gonna go to that elevator without killing these guys. They can stay alive for a while. It's actually kind of awkward to navigate this place as well, because there's just big invisible walls all over the place here. Plus some points, which is always very important, of course. But we're gonna go up here. Door closes. They can't kill us anymore. And this is what's keeping us warm, I guess. At least, I don't know what else it would be. They're still trying to kill us. If you move over here, you'll still see the bar, but it's not actually making you cold at all. So we're just gonna focus on going upstairs. And walk around here for a while, destroy everything that's moving along over here.
The Alliance dropship is on its way. They're carrying the explosives to blast the hangar doors. Make sure you secure that landing pad.
From what? There's nothing out here. I don't see anyone around.
And the moment he says that, it spawns a couple things. Now this thing right here is pretty special, because for some reason when you're standing in it, this helicopter is just completely incapable of seeing you. Even though you can shoot it, and even when you're shooting it, it doesn't care. Unfortunately, this is not the hardest part about this. This actually does get pretty crazy if you get hit by the wrong enemy, so We're just gonna go over here, shoot that thing, and shoot that thing. And now we just gotta focus down, for the most part, these dudes which are just flying over us, while also, again, trying to pay attention to how cold it is. I'm just gonna be shooting them for a while, and then I'm gonna switch over to the sniper rifle, which we got in the previous level. It's kind of a shame this is a secret sniper rifle, because if you die and then, like, reload a checkpoint, I think you actually lose this. Because of the way checkpoints work in this game. It's kind of a flawed method if you ask me, but there's nothing really you can do about it. You don't need the sniper rifle here, but it is just nice. It's just nice to have here, due to the fact that we're just fighting a lot of these planes. And they're just really tedious to try and kill when you're not using the sniper rifle, due to the fact that they're just flying over a lot. And it takes quite a long time to kill them with the minigun, due to the way the accuracy works with this gun. Like, the further they are away, the less of your bullets will actually hit the enemy at all. And you just end up shooting a lot of bullets into nothing, and it's just really, really annoying. Kill that helicopter before it destroys us. That's one of the scary things which is over here. I'm trying to stay close to this thing over here, like this elevator, due to the fact that it's gonna spawn a different dropship in a second. One that throws bombs. And that one's bad. That one, if you get hit by that, you can just lose like 150 health or something in a single shot. Hoping this will protect me, and indeed it did. And now we have to worry about that thing, because that thing is just about the only thing that can just ruin us entirely. And I'm gonna try and make sure that thing is just gone before I go out here again, because it's seriously a problem. That time it didn't do too much damage. I'm not sure if it died just now, and I'm kind of hoping it did. But I'm going to be careful until I'm absolutely certain. If it doesn't come back anymore, then obviously it's dead, but it's always on my mind. I've had to restart this level a couple times just because of that plane over there. And it's just really tedious when that happens. Obviously, we don't want that. We just want to win. We just want to win in a single attempt. And sometimes fly into each other as well, which is always amusing. I think that might be the last one, actually, so I'm actually just going to grab some ammo over here. Might as well get some extra stuff for the levels that are coming up. Never hurts to have a little bit more of what you need, and it does actually carry over ammo anyway. I think that should finish it.
This is my lucky day. Now this baby should warm things up.
And that was the end of level 33. It has a new gimmick. I don't really like it very much. Not really well executed for widescreen either, and I'm not really sure why it works that way, but well, nothing we can do about it now. And that is the end of this video, so I hope you enjoyed it so far. And the next time we play, we are going to do level 34, which I believe is called Freezepad. I think so, at least. Might not be. Who knows? We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.